Hello everybody. Excuse the background, this is literally my bed. It's like a callback to my older videos. I moved into a new apartment in a new state recently. I'll talk about that toward the end of the video if you're not interested in that, but let's just get started. This is actually stuff from two Popshelf trips, but I didn't get a whole lot, especially the first trip. So we'll show this melamine tray first. You can see I'm recording. You can see my reflection on the phone. This was $3. Melamine, from what I know, is just a particular type of plastic, sturdy type of plastic. Growing up, I ate out of melamine bowls and stuff like that. So I really like the Monstera leaf. I wish there was more design to it, but I thought this would be really cool, especially since I haven't fully unpacked, and I had to get rid of some of my furniture when I moved. So, all that to say, I don't have any dining table or anything like that, so I'm going to use this to actually eat on. I thought that was very practical. I have mentioned where I moved before, but you can kind of guess where I moved. College apparel here. This is, officially licensed, which, I would hope coming from a big store. This was the most expensive item I got. It was $16, but that's super comparable to, it's just a Hanes shirt, nothing so super high quality or anything like that, but 100% cotton. I thought this would be cool to wear around. I thought this was a unique design. I like the curliness of the floral, so yeah, I mean, not the greatest deal ever, but I don't have any Illini stuff, so something that was a great deal was, and I probably should have gotten more, but I didn't want to spend that much money, and then I ended up spending a lot more money. I wanted to wait for my first paycheck to hit with my new job and all that, but yeah, I spent a lot more than I should have. I'll talk about the item. So this is a glass container, and it is a 6-ounce custard cup, they're calling it. Now, it's 6 ounces, so it's fairly small. You can see compared to my hand. I don't have very large hands either. This is just because this is next to me. My phone is literally propped against my laptop. So, standard size computer mouse. Yeah. But I went to Target after I went to Popshelf, and Target's brand of glass bowls, now they're larger. I think they're like 8 to 10 ounces. But those bowls were selling in a 4-pack for $10. So that's $2.50 per bowl. And then if you get a Pyrex bowl, is like $3+ for a bowl. Like I said, they're bigger, but this was 50 cents because it was on clearance. It's 50% off. It's normally $1. Even for $1, that's not a bad deal at all. Because if you think about it, like an 8 or 10 ounce bowl for $2.50, you can get 12 ounces worth of 2 bowls for less than $2.50. So I should probably get some more. But I thought, what? Because it's a small size bowl, how often would I really use this? But I think I should just get at least one more so I don't only have the one. So I can at least have a set of 2. Just a typical plastic lid, but it's nice and flexible. Not super flimsy feeling or anything like that. It's by the brand Contact Kitchen brand. Yeah, I don't know if the sales and clearance items are the same at every Popshelf, but that was a good deal, a really good deal. Even so at my Popshelf there's only self-checkouts, but the employees don't have a lot to do. I'm not saying that as like an insulting way. I think they just are bored, because the 2 times I've gone there, which is the only 2 times I've ever been to a Popshelf in my life, because my last 2 places I lived didn't have any, they have checked me out for me at the self-checkout. And so even the cashier was like, "Oh, that's a great deal for that." And she said she bought some herself. This is originally $5 and it was on clearance for $2.50. I got this as a gift because I already have a glass nail file, which I bought on Amazon years ago, and it still holds up, still sturdy. I think I've had it for like 3 or 4 years or something. I would hope that the one I have on Amazon, which I bought for like $15 or something, is higher quality. It looks different than this. Mine is like half the width, and it's got a pointy end, but this is just kind of an oval shape. But it does come with a case, which is nice. And I thought I'd just give this to my mom at Christmas, or anybody really, because we all need to cut our nails and we all need to file our nails, and these are reusable. Like I said, I've had mine for going on 3 years, and I just wash it after I use it to get all the nail dust off. So if this is any decent quality, I mean, for $2.50, worth a shot. Just a great thing to keep in my gift stash for the holidays. Also on clearance, but not super exciting. This House of Sang, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is stir-fry teriyaki sauce. It is 11.5 ounces, and I believe, let me check the receipt. Excuse me. This is a not professional operation. Yeah, it was $2. It rang up for $2. It was originally $4, and when I went to Target, I actually saw this brand in Target, so this isn't just some, random know-nothing brand. I don't know anything about this brand, but apparently it's been around since 1987, according to the label, and I don't have any teriyaki sauce. I had some in my last apartment, but it was opened, so I had to throw it away because I was moving states. So anyway. And, next item. This I got on my previous trip, not that it really matters, but this is actually made by, I thought I saw it somewhere, K & Company. Yeah, I thought it was made by American Crafts, but no, it's made by K & Company, Studio 112. This was $1. These are 3D stickers, and this is, a certified craft brand I've seen at the craft store, and I thought these were super pretty. These are nice florals with cursive, and they say thank you. I only got the one because I don't actually give out thank you cards that often, and that's what I would use them for. I'd use them as a centerpiece for a thank you card. But I thought $1 was a great deal for that, and this was in a section of a bunch of craft stuff, and I don't remember exactly what this section was called, but there's a sign that was like limited time finds or something like that. And what was really interesting to me, sorry if you're not interested in crafts, but a lot of the stuff I saw was from K & Company and American Crafts, and a lot of it was stuff that I'd seen at Tuesday Morning. That if you had a Tuesday Morning in your area, it was an overstock store like Ross and Home Goods that went out of business a couple years ago. It was my favorite store, which is unfortunate. But yeah, some of that stuff was the exact same stuff I'd seen at Tuesday Morning like 5 years ago. Seriously, no, it was more than 5 years ago because I was still in high school when I remember seeing those things. I remember my first high school paycheck going to Tuesday Morning and grabbing things out of the craft section Tuesday Morning. So this stuff is really old. It's copyright 2012. But I mean, it's stickers. Doesn't matter what year it came out. But yeah, they also had paper pads. One of them was, it had the Hot Buy label from Michaels, scrapbook paper pads, and they were selling those for $5, and they were 12 by 12. I didn't get any because I was trying to save money, but they were a good deal. I mean, the Hot Buy paper pads you can buy at Michaels for $5 during their Hot Buy promotion. But they also had American Crafts paper pads and stuff like that. I'll include some photos at the end. If you're new here and are still watching, thank you. I'm very chatty in these videos, which is funny because I'm deeply introverted. I have a small circle of friends, which is good by me because I don't have the social energy to keep up with more than that. And I usually am more of a listener. Conversations I have with people, it's usually 80% them talking, 20% me talking, unless I have some really juicy story. Then it might flip to 80% me talking and then 20% them talking. But usually it's kind of like an 80-20 split. Depending on the person, it might be more of a 70-30 split, but me listening, them talking, me talking. Wait, did that make any sense? 70% them talking and 30% me talking, because I'm doing the listening. Okay, now that makes sense. Okay, I'll show another fun item next, and the last two items from Popshelf are practical. I already took the price tag off of this because I got this in my last trip last week, and this is a gift, so I wanted to take the price tag off. But this is a Minecraft, the video game, mug. And this is actually a very recent product. It is copyright 2023. Looked up online. So I thought, okay, $10, it's for a popular brand. Okay, I don't know if that's a good deal or not. But selling for $17.99 online, and not just like some sketchy websites either, like legitimate websites that usually sell pop culture stuff. And that's, I don't know what the percentage, it's like 40% off or something. And it came out very recently, just last year this mug came out. And my best friend absolutely loves Minecraft and loves axolotls, and has literally told me about how she loves the fact that you can pick up the animals like axolotls in buckets. So she actually is moving to a new apartment in the next month or two. So it's still far away, but this is going to be, excuse the noise, that I just slapped that mug. Her housewarming gift. She lives in another state than I do. I'm not originally from Illinois. I'm originally from Ohio. But yeah, I'm not going to see her for a little bit. But presumably the next time I see her, she'll have moved in. So, next items are boring. This was, I don't know if this was a good deal or not. Maybe this is sold at Dollar Tree, but it was at Popshelf, and Dollar Tree was across the street, and I didn't feel like, I was already hitting up a couple other stores. I was like, Dollar Tree is going to be another day. So I just got this while I was there, so I didn't forget. It's distributed by Doan Enterprises, so it's not the Dollar General brand. It doesn't even have the price on it. That's how you can tell it's not their house brand. Not the highest quality looking, but one thing I did appreciate was that it is, of course, like a lot of these soap wands, replaceable, and they did have the replacement brush heads. That's something I always check for when I get things at these type of stores. Yeah, you offer a product for a discount. This is cheaper than buying like the Scotch Brite brand or whatever the cleaning brands are. But if you don't sell the replacement pieces, then it's not really as great of a deal, because then I'm going to have to just go repurchase a new thing, a new soap wand, the next time, I need a clean one. But no, they did sell the replacements in the store. It was $1.50, I think, for a pack of 2 replacement heads, so that was good. I didn't buy any, because the reason I'm using this is not for dishes, it's actually for my toilet, because brushes are nice and all, but this has more of a flat surface area, so you get more in there when you're cleaning. So I don't know, I saw that tip from someone on YouTube a couple years ago. I didn't see it, I heard it. They weren't actively cleaning the toilet. It was just, anyway, why do you need to know these details? You do not. But yeah, I found that works really nicely. So I don't even need the soap dispensing part, and it's actually annoying because it means toilet water gets up back into the handle, but I just need something that has a handle in the sponge. And I had to throw my last one away when I moved. I mean, not I had to, but I did, because I was like, you know what, I'll have to like sanitize it in order to pack it with my things, because the wand part got toilet water all over it, and I was like, let me just get a new one when I move. So that's just, I don't need to clean my toilet right now, because I've only lived here for a week, but I will need to soon. So that's for my toilet. And then this is super crushed because I had this underneath something else, but just got some naproxen, which is the generic for Aleve. It was $2. I don't know if that was a good deal or not, but there's 24 tablets, and I didn't have naproxen in my medicine cabinet. I don't use it very often. It's very rare that I use it, but it's stronger than ibuprofen, so it was just good to have this on hand. And naproxen can get surprisingly expensive. I don't know. I mean, ibuprofen's not cheap either, but I have a huge bottle from Sam's Club or Costco. I think it's Costco. I have a huge bottle from Costco because my dad has a membership. Yeah. me rambling. I was gonna try to keep this video under 15 minutes because I was like, I don't have that much to show. Of course, I did not. Again, anyway. Okay, I also went to Five Below. I just got a couple of things there. The main thing I went there for was for some stuff for my apartment. Unfortunately, maybe I should have watched some hauls or something before I went, or checked their website more closely. I just wanted some, like, nothing huge. Five Below isn't gonna have furniture or anything like that. But I was thinking I needed some shelves to go in my bathroom cabinet under the sink, to organize stuff down there, and they didn't have any shelves whatsoever. I was like, I could have sworn in years past they've had shelves, and it's perfect back to school season. I mean, I guess maybe, yeah, it's perfect back to school season for all the college students and needing all their cheapy dorm room stuff. I didn't see any of that, actually. It was very surprising. Like, I did see some stuff for, like, room decorations, but it was a lot less than I've seen in the past, or maybe I'm just misremembering. I was just shocked because I'd gone Popshelf to Target, some grocery stuff, so I'm not really going to show the Target stuff. And then at Target, in their, dollar spot, I know it's not called dollar spot anymore. It hasn't been called dollar spot for years now, but their dollar spot section, I saw a shelf, a 3-tiered plastic shelf for $5, and I was like, no. I mean, it looks okay, but Five Below's gonna have something nicer looking, because Five Below's trendy, and, for all the teens, and, they're gonna have a bigger selection. No, they had no shelves. Now, they had, like, a 2-tier shoe rack thing, but I already own a shoe rack thing. So I got on Amazon. And I was like, well, I'm looking for something smaller than that, and I'm not holding shoes on it. Not that you don't have to use those things for shoes, but, like, they're fairly long. They're longer than my cabinet is. And I want something that had more than 2 tiers. So I was like, dang it, I should have bought those shelves at Target, but I'll just go back another time. I was already shopping for a couple hours. I was like, I'll just come back another time. Yeah, I'll even throw a picture up at the end of the shelves I'm talking about. But I did double check on their website to see if Five Below was selling trash cans, because I wanted to see if I need to go buy a trash can from Target. Because Five Below, Popshelf, and Target are all in the same shopping strip where I live. And Target, their trash cans, they had nice little trash cans. This is for my bathroom, for $2. And this was $5.55, which is a lot more than $2. But what's cute about it is it's a coffee cup. I know, you can't really tell from the side. It's got no coffee cup designs on it whatsoever. But they did have 2 other designs that had faces on them. And then they had the fake printed on design of the fake, paper wrapper thing, whatever that's called. So that looks more like a coffee cup, because it has that wrapper design, but I didn't like the fact they had faces on it. I was like, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my mid-20s, and, that's cute and all, but it's also going in my bathroom, so I don't want a trash can with a face on it, and I don't want a trash can with a face on it in my bathroom. That's just creepy. But this is a 5-liter, which is a 1.3 gallon trash can. I did not have a bathroom trash can, so yeah, the lids were not broken, but there was a bunch of lids that had this part out of it, the flipping part, and it's just because it pops out like that. And so it's very loose and flimsy, so I was like, this honestly is not worth $5.55, especially because I literally went to Target right before and saw decent trash cans for $2 and $3. But those didn't have lids, and they didn't look like a coffee cup. So there's actually a white lid that goes with this, but I saw the gray lid just floating around by itself, and you can mix and match the lids, presumably, because the lids didn't come attached. They were in a separate pile. The gray lid actually goes to one of the ones with the faces, but I didn't actually see that one, so I was like, that's fine. Someone probably mixed and matched before me. The gray coffee cup isn't, not that, they're all white, but there was one that had, like, some gray designs on it. I don't see the gray trash can anywhere. So anyway, why am I talking so much about a trash can? Hopefully I don't regret this purchase. I mean, it functions as a trash can, but I mean, like, the flipping part is like really, really lame. Like, it's like it doesn't flip back down. It's so flimsy. You have to push it back flat yourself. And it says it's kind of scratched up because it was really picked over in that Five Below. But anyway. And then the next couple of things from Five Below aren't super interesting. I just got this ramen bowl of chicken. I don't. This was $1.50. I don't think that was that great of a deal, but it wasn't a ripoff either. I was gonna get some yakisoba noodles because I really like those. Just keep in the pantry on days when I really don't feel like cooking. I'm really exhausted. Just throw that in the microwave. But I checked the Walmart app. I didn't check the price on this one, but I'll explain in a second. And Five Below selling them for $1.50. Walmart sells them for $1.12. So it's like, that is 38 cents difference, and I'll just go to Walmart another week and get those. But I've never tried these before, and that's my excuse. Is maybe I'm overpaying by 38 cents, but I've never tried these before. I'm not even sure I've seen them at my local Walmart. It's just the Marchen ramen bowl. I've never had one of these. So, just to keep in my pantry, because I need to restock back up on food and stuff. I didn't actually move some food with me, but I did get rid of a lot of things, especially the refrigerated things. And then I also got these freezer pops. Again, I don't know if this is a good deal, but I'm one single person that lives alone. And it's 10 1-ounce freezer pops for $1.50. And I was like, that's not bad. That's 15 cents a pop. And I don't need one of those big, 20 or 30 packs of freezer pops. And they're Skittles flavored, so that's fun. Orange, strawberry, green apple, and grape. I wish it was lime instead of green apple, but it is hot here in Illinois. I'm used to there being a strong breeze in the Great Plains of North Dakota, but I'm in the middle of Illinois, so there's not even like the breeze from the lakes or anything like that. It is hot. So great for summertime. Then I got 2 sets of stickers. I should have gotten 2 of these actually, because these remind me of a friend of mine. Kind of celestial thing, and she also really likes bugs and beetles and things. She literally has a tattoo of a beetle. But I also really like this for myself. Oh, she also really likes snakes, and she's also really into celestial things. This is just $1. Distributed by 1616 Holdings. I don't know if that's Five Below's brand or not. I don't actually regularly shop at Five Below. And this was a good reason not to I mean, I got good things, but it's just like, I went in there and I was disappointed because I was looking for little home things, and they weren't there. But I will go back next time to Five Below and grab another sheet of these, because I want to send these. Currently, none of my friends live in the same state as me, so I'm gonna have to mail things, but yeah, thought those were really cool. And these are scratch and sniff stickers for $1. These are very trendy looking. These are kind of a vintagey look, and some of the designs of the pop cans make me think of like Olipop and all those trendy sodas that have come out. But they say cute things like the original of Cool, Fizzy Come, Fizzy Go, and this pop can has legs and eyes for some reason. Powerful, Save Water, Drink Soda. Spite instead of Sprite. That one's my favorite. New Fresh Start. Self-Love. Your Grape. And then they've got the paper straws, the trendy social media paper straws. I don't actually Okay, that's a lie. I was about to say I don't actually drink much pop, but before I quit my previous job, I was like stressed out to the point that I was regularly drinking pop. I don't know why that became like my vice, but I drank pop as my treat like every night. So I wasn't a pop person because I'm like, oh, drink some water. That's good for me. And my dad's addicted to pop. Um, my whole life he's been addicted to pop. I don't even mean that as a joke. Um, so I was just like, yeah, that's a once in a while treat. And then I started drinking it every day for like a month. But I stopped since I quit my job and moved and stuff. Like I quit drinking pop a little bit before I moved, but this is still like this reminds me of like all the pop I've been drinking. It's very cute. So anyway, long story. And then two last items are the same thing. Well, I'm gonna show one more thing after this, but oh no, this got really beat up. Oh, I don't know how this happened. I guess it's just like sat the wrong way in my bag and got all folded. Oh no, it's got a crease in it. Oh no. Okay, well, I guess that one's gonna be mine. So I bought two of them because one of them's a gift, one of them's for me. Um, I noticed that the Adams Media, which is an imprint, it's a sub brand of Simon and Schuster. I noticed that a lot of their books end up at Five Below because I don't regularly shop at Five Below, but I've shopped there once or every couple of months, once a year at least for several years, like since Five Below came out as a store um, that exists. That's kind of a weird way to phrase that. Anyway, this is the Little Book of Mushrooms, and Simon and Schuster's a reputable publisher. Sometimes you get like indie publishers. Not to say anything bad about indie publishers, but sometimes it's like you're not a big name publisher, and maybe your vetting processes for your authors are not as strict. Maybe it's not as high quality because you don't have as much money for like materials and stuff. But no, Simon and Schuster. This book retails for $17.99. Very pretty inside. This was $5, and I saw it going for $15 new on Amazon, and I saw a used copy selling for $7 online. So this is still cheaper than buying it used, because like I said, $5 flat. And so one of them's for me, and one of them's for my best friend, because we have an inside joke about mushrooms. And like we both really like nature. So, like, I can learn all about mushrooms. Like, I'm not going to eat them or anything like that, but I don't know anything about mushrooms. And so, like, sometimes, I'm taking a hike or something, and I see some strange fungus, and I don't know what it is. This book can tell me what it is. And none of it's photos. It's all illustrations. So, that is so cool. And how many pages is this? 256 pages, so nice thick book. Great deal for $5. This is going in the gift pile, gift stash for Christmas for my best friend. And yeah, I was not expecting it. There were actually a couple more books I thought were a great deal. I looked them up online, just to like read reviews and stuff. But I was like, oh, it's a good deal because like this is a book that normally goes for like $10 to $15, and it's only $5. But I was like, I wouldn't actually read it. I was just like, it's cool, but not my thing. And then just one more thing I want to show. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. One more thing I want to show was when I went to Target, one of the things I got was this 6-pack of Bubbler, which if you've never heard of it, I guess when I was looking online for a little bit more information, I don't know, I've lived in the Midwest my whole life. I've moved states twice, but I've always stayed in the Midwest. And I guess this is more of a Midwestern thing. I don't know. Maybe that's the market they came out in first, is distributed out of Wisconsin. That tracks. But it's a caffeinated drink. I was about to say energy drink, which is true, but this is supposed to be different because it's sparkling water. There's zero sugar, which it means it has that artificial stuff, so take that with a grain of salt. But there's no corn syrup. There's Oh shoot, I just misspoke. I lied. I'm so sorry. There are no artificial sweeteners. It is only sweetened with natural ingredients. Excuse me. So that's the premise, is it's healthier. And it's actually not technically caffeinated. The energy comes from tea, which, I mean, it's semantics, right? So I guess it doesn't say on it, but my understanding is that the caffeine in tea, it actually comes from a compound called like theanine instead of the chemical compound caffeine. Um, but I might just be talking lies again. So anyway, the benefits are. I'll explain in a moment why I'm talking about this. The benefits are that it has antioxidants, and it's water. It claims immune support. I don't know about that one, but this was $6.79 at my local Target for a pack of 6, and I'm bringing it up because, and I'll post a link in the comments, there is currently a promotion going on by Bubbler, and that's why I bought one of these. Like, I like the drinks a lot. I actually never had this flavor, though. Tropical Dreamer. But I took a risk on it because Bubbler is having a promotion right now where if you submit your receipt and you buy a 6-pack, you have to buy a 6-pack in one of these boxes, you will get a rebate. And I got the rebate instantly. I actually already claimed the rebate before filming this video. You get the full 100% refund, up to $10, although they don't sell for $10, so that shouldn't be an issue. I guess unless you're like living in California or something. Sorry, California, for your insane prices. But yeah, it refunds to either PayPal or Venmo, though, so you have to have one of those. They won't send you a check in the mail. They're not going to, direct deposit to your bank. You have to have PayPal or Venmo, so there's a catch. But I uploaded a photo of my receipt, and then it made me answer 4 survey questions, like, where did you learn about Bubbler, and what interests you about Bubbler, stuff like that. But after you finish the 4 questions, which only takes like 20-30 seconds, then it tells you if the receipt is valid or not, if everything processed, and mine processed correctly. And so it had me, I chose PayPal, so it had me connect my PayPal. And then after I connected my PayPal, literally got a notification after 15 seconds that I received $6.79 to my PayPal account. So that is the smoothest rebate process I've ever participated in. So this was completely free, and I bought this at Target, and I have 5% off because I have their card. So I actually technically made money on this. Because they refunded me the full retail value of $6.79, but technically I paid 5% less than $6.79. Yeah, I saw an ad for Bubbler, and I was like, this is a promotion to try to get more people to drink it and to get sales up and stuff like that. And I'm already a fan of Bubbler. I already like it. It's also cheaper than other energy drinks that are out there. It's between $1 to $2 per can if you buy them individually, or depending on where you're buying them, maybe it's like up to $3 a can if they're gonna scam you like that. Overcharge you, I mean. But sorry for saying so much. Like, I'm tired. It's been a while. It's been a weird ride. There I go again. Normally I don't say that much. However, I just lost my train of thought. That's why I'm saying However, I wasn't gonna pass up something that's free. There we go. Especially since I already like it. Now I'm saying Wow. Thank you for sticking around if you're still watching. I did say now I'm going to start talking about like some moving stuff, so you can click out. Thank you for watching if you're not interested in that, but just some basic updates. I already posted a decent amount of information about myself online. Honestly, I was about to like not reveal where I work, but I have my first and last name on my channel. So I've accepted the risk when I first made this YouTube channel of that. Now I'm not anonymous on the internet. Now people know what I sound like, I look like, especially with AI these days. That's a risk. But if anybody's actually curious, like it's very publicly available information. Also, like I am a civil service employee, so it's literally in the government records that are publicly available on their website. So, I moved to work for the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. That's why I got this Illini shirt, is because I don't have any Illini merch. They are giving me a free apparel item, but that's made to order, so that's not going to show up for a couple more weeks. Because they let me, oh my gosh, I'm saying again. They let me select from a list of stuff on their website I chose a free fleece because I'm like, that's versatile. Sometimes the AC is really high. I'll wear that in the summertime. I'll wear that in the wintertime. I'll wear that in the fall, in the spring. But that hasn't arrived yet, so I had no University of Illinois merchandise whatsoever. No Illini stuff. Because I'm not from the state of Illinois. I've never lived in the state of Illinois until last week. So I actually moved in about a week and a half ago, but just due to some things going on, I used U-Haul U-Box, and their estimate was right on point, but I mean, it was completely correct that when they said my stuff would arrive. But the way I had it scheduled out was that I moved before my stuff moved, so there were several days where I just lived without much stuff. I did take a huge suitcase with me on the plane. I maxed out like the weight limit without incurring a charge. So that's 50 pounds. I maxed out the 50-pound weight limit. There we go again. So it wasn't that I didn't have anything in my apartment with me, but I didn't have my furniture and a lot of things like that. So I mentioned at the beginning, like, this is my bed behind me. My apartment is a complete mess because I got my stuff the day before work started. So I got my stuff on a Sunday. And a lot of the day was just spent moving my things from the box into my apartment, and then my dad and one of my brothers, I have two brothers, the other one was busy because he works 2 jobs. My dad and one of my brothers came to help me move, and so we hung out that day, and we like went around town a little bit. So I still have 80% of my stuff in boxes, which is not great, but also kind of lazy. I do want to get a lot of unpacking done this weekend, but this is a really long video, geez. The problem is, because of the cost of living being so much higher in Illinois than it was in North Dakota, I'm living in a 1-bedroom, so I have 200 less square feet than my 2-bedroom back in North Dakota. And I downsized. I downsized because I knew that was, wasn't a secret. It wasn't a surprise that I was getting 200 less square feet. Downsized, and then also downsized because not everything fit in the U-Box, because the U-Box is only designed, each one is only designed for 1 to 1.5 bedrooms worth of stuff. And there is not a lot of storage in this apartment. Like, all of my stuff fits. It doesn't look like a Hoarders episode or anything like that. But I have half the kitchen cabinets I used to have, so I'm not sure where I'm going to put my pots and pans, or my food, because the cabinets are super small, and I have more overhead cabinet, like wall cabinets, than I have like floor cabinets. And I'm short. I'm 5'4", so I'm not realistically going to put very much stuff on the upper cabinets. So it's me trying to figure out, what shelving do I want, because I don't, especially after having just moved and having to get rid of some things, like, I don't one, moving is very expensive, so I don't want to just go around buying new furniture, but also I want to keep in mind that sometimes when you buy furniture and then move, your furniture doesn't work in your new space. I want to try to get things that are, fairly inexpensive, or things that are very versatile. So I might just get those steel wire shelves, which is not very pretty looking, but I think that's just the most economical, most spacious storage option that I can get. But legitimately, that's one of my major issues, is if I unpack a box, I literally don't have anywhere to put that stuff, because I have so much less storage. I had 2 living room closets. One was an entryway closet, and then one was a hallway closet. I had 2 like general living area closets, and then I had 2 bedroom closets. So that was 4 closets in my last apartment, and I only have 1 single closet in this apartment. Now, this 1 single closet is a walk-in, so it's got about 2 closets worth of space compared to like my old apartment. But that's still 2 less closets than I used to have, and this closet doesn't have as much built-in shelving. It just has 1 shelf that goes, in a typical closet, just 1 high up shelf. So, yeah, I legitimately just can't unpack stuff, because then it would just be scattered around the floor, which would make the problem worse. So, I did pack some shelving units that I had in my previous apartment, and I have like bookshelves and stuff to put my books on, but I need to build those. I've just been lazy. So that's probably what I'm going to get done this weekend, is build all my shelving units, just so I can have space to put my stuff. But yeah, that's why this is not probably going to be my setup for future videos. This is a very strange setup. But I swear to you, my apartment is so messy. It's embarrassing. I don't want to show it on camera. And it's not just like, oh, there's a little bit. 80% of my stuff is in boxes, and the boxes are on the floor because I don't have tables. Those didn't fit in the U-box. Well, I mean, my desk did, because it's kind of like IKEA style. I bought it online, so you have to put it together. But that's a desk. That's not a table. I might even just have to get a folding table, just like I can eat at it. Like, I had a legitimate piece of furniture table that didn't fold. Legitimate piece of furniture table. Yeah, that's a great description. At my last apartment, but I had to get rid of it. And also, I bought it used, and it wasn't completely broken, but the top was coming off of it, so you had to re-glue it, and I never bothered to re-glue it, so I just put it off to the curb, and someone took it within like an hour, so that was good. But it means I have no tables. Anyway, I think that's kind of the main gist of what I wanted to say. I thought I would vlog during the moving process. No, that was so exhausting, even though I planned the move for months, because I don't remember if I've mentioned this in a previous video or not, but I was thinking, you know what, my lease is coming up, the end of my lease is coming up, I'm going to choose to not renew, and I'm going to make this leap of faith to try to find another job in another state. I tried so hard to find jobs in Fargo, but I just couldn't find anything. I wasn't getting any interviews, and there really weren't any chemistry jobs out there, which is what my degree is in. There were some general like science jobs, which is not stuff I was interested in. Like, I didn't feel like doing quality assurance at a factory. That just wasn't my thing. And so I, not that I'm above that, but I thought I would try to find something that was more towards my passion, before I go and do something else like that, because I was quitting my job, even though I loved my coworkers, and the benefits were amazing, and the pay wasn't like super duper high, but the cost of living is a lot lower in North Dakota. Like, I've only lived in Illinois for a week and a half, and I'm missing the cost of living in North Dakota so much. And I already knew that was going to be a big issue, if I would have to budget differently, because even though my salary's higher here, my take home pay is lower because of the higher cost of living. higher income taxes and all that, and then my rent is more, I'm making less, and I'm paying more for a smaller apartment, and the tax here is 9%. I'm used to paying 7.5%, and then they also have a 1% tax on food. I'm used to paying 0% tax on food. Ohio has 0% tax on food. North Dakota has 0% tax on food, but 1% tax on food. That's a new one to me. Fun fact: Oregon has zero zero retail tax. Out of whim, I googled the retail tax for different states when I was like, wait, you taxed my groceries? Yes, they taxed my groceries. Where was I? Did I have a point to this? I don't know. Maybe I did. But oh yes, how I got to the point where I got. So I was required to end my lease and not breach the contract. I had to tell them 2 months in advance. So I had to tell them in April, and I was really, really okay. I say I was really, really in the weeds, doing hardcore job searching. Well, it depended on the week. There were some weeks when I was like job searching every single day, and there were some weeks where I wasn't job searching at all. So in the end, I applied to 23 different jobs. That's actually not, if you're somebody who has been, thankfully I never really had a time period where I was unemployed. I just moved from one job to the next job. But when I was getting all these rejections, I read about other people's experiences online, especially people who were experiencing unemployment and how hard the job market is right now, how tough the job market is right now. And these people were putting up numbers like, and I could completely believe them, because I was shocked that I even had to apply to 23 different jobs. That's been completely different to everything I've experienced before. But then again, there wasn't a chemistry job market in Fargo, so I had to apply out of state. Some people were putting up well over 100 job applications, and so 23 is not a whole lot in that scope of things, but it was a lot for me. Luckily, I did in fact get one single job offer, and that's why I moved, is because I literally got that one job offer. But I wanted to work in education. Now, I'm not a teacher or anything like that. I don't have a teaching degree, but I like working around education. That's just like a very strong interest and passion of mine. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah. If you stayed to the end, thank you very much. Maybe comment a smiley face if you would like. You don't have to do anything. But that's my spiel. I talk so much that I don't want to re-record this. Normally I would re-record, so I have like a shorter video, maybe like 30 minutes instead of 50. But not doing that. I talk for so long. This is gonna take a really long time to upload. But yeah, I guess one of the things I like to do at the end is like talk about my favorite items. I should have done that before I went into like my whole ramble, but I can do that right now. So I mean, a lot of the things I got were, is that not even true? I was about to say a lot of the things I got were super practical, but is that even true? I mean, a couple of things I got were gifts for people. Got some food. I wasn't even in the market for a tray, but I'm really glad to have one, so I can keep all my crumbs all situated on the tray. There was a roach problem in this apartment. Thankfully, they do have exterminators come out. Not exterminators, pest control come out. Well, I mean, I guess same difference. Come out every 2 weeks. But there are roaches in this building, and I have encountered many of them. Thankfully, not a whole lot. But I want crumbs where the roaches can get them. Eat on this tray. Sorry if you're, someone who hates hearing about bugs. in this tray, and then I'm immediately gonna dump the tray into the trash in my closed trash can. I mean, the roach could probably get in the trash can, but there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do in the fight against roaches. But I'm actually pretty excited about this because it's a cute tray too. And then I guess one of the other things that I'm pretty excited about is the little book of mushrooms. Again, not something I would have thought to look for, but I thought that I saw it. The cover was really beautiful. I looked up the reviews. It's a very legit book. Because like I said, sometimes you buy discount books and it's like, sometimes it's just because it's overstock. Sometimes it's because the quality is a little dubious. Not the case with this one. It's a high quality book. Very, from what I can tell, comprehensive information. Very comprehensive. And then we'll do one more item. I'm gonna do, as my final favorite item, the Minecraft mug. Because this is so cute. It's so... My friend's been playing Minecraft since she was a kid. Because Minecraft's been around since 2010 or so. I'm pretty excited about this one. I know she doesn't have this. I mean, it's also came out really recently. So, yeah. Alright. Thank you very much again for watching, and until next time.